Star Ladder Exodus. The sky above was a permanent canvas of deep violet, a hue born from the dust of a dying sun. The air was thick with the scent of decay and desperation, a planet choking on its own refuse. For generations, many had dreamed of escape. And then one day, it appeared. It was called the Star Ladder, an awesome structure of burnished metal and shimmering light 100 yards wide, stretching from the cracked earth straight into the cosmic abyss. The promise it carried was whispered from mouth to mouth, amplified by the cacophony of a society in free fall. Happiness and wealth awaited those who ascended. A new life, a new beginning, free from the failures of their ancestors. The exodus began. People swarmed the base of the ladder, their faces a mix of frantic hope and bitter resentment for the world they were abandoning. They were the grumblers, the complainers, the ones who saw only scarcity and conspiracies. They were the ones who believed their problems were external, a product of a flawed world, not a flawed perspective. They carried their baggage in their minds and hearts, heavy with the weight of negativity. Convinced escape was the answer, but as the masses clamored their way up the cosmic rungs, an optimistic group of people remained behind. They watched the seemingly endless line of humanity shrink into glittering specks against the violet sky, their departure leaving an odd, new kind of silence. These were the ones who saw the planet not as a lost cause, but as a wounded home. They were the tenders of the last green things, the menders of broken machines, the healers of fragile waters. They believed that true happiness wasn't found in a place, but in a purpose. Their purpose was here, on this broken planet, in the fertile soil of its ruins. As the final person vanished up the ladder, the heavy, oppressive air seemed to lighten. The violet sky deepened to a shade of tranquil indigo. The collective weight of all the world's complaints, all the petty grievances and blame, had been lifted. The negative energy was gone. The people left behind, the positive, the hopeful, the resilient, looked at each other. At last, they saw their reflections in one another, not as fellow sufferers, but as fellow creators. The absence of the others was not a void, but a space to be filled. They began to work, not with the frantic energy of escape, but with the steady, calm rhythm of restoration. The once barren fields, nourished by their careful hands, began to sprout. The rivers, once choked with waste, began to run clear. They didn't just rebuild the old world, they built a new one. A society founded on collaboration, where every person's contribution was valued, and the focus was on a shared future, not escape. They discovered that true wealth wasn't gold or possessions, but the abundance of a healthy planet and the strength of a united community. From time to time, they would look up at the Star Ladder, a fading monument to a different path. It no longer represented a desperate promise of happiness, but a lesson learned. For them, happiness wasn't an external destination to be found. It was an internal state to be built, right where they stood,